Bloody snapping duck shit.
My good mate from Bump and Run Booker joins us.
I'm excited for another great show tonight. Give it the hoot nanny. Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to another night of Trackside with Cockpit, brought to you by Vasey Engineering and TWS. Great to have them on board and helping us this season. It's what a day it's been here in Hawke's Bay. Bloody hot, and a lot of wind we had here the other day too, Kins. But how are you, my friend?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, Books. Just thinking the weeks to go by, mate. We all got long weekend, Labour weekend coming up. Get your Speedway fix if you haven't yet already. Before you know it, just around the corner, 8 more weeks, we'll be saying something completely different. Someone will get stuck down the chimney and let's say we get some presents. Then after that, it'll be a brand new year.
Boy, what the hell?
Well, you go into the shops these days, there's Christmas lights everywhere. It's like, what the hell?
I don't get out into it, mate. I sit at home and don't go anywhere, don't talk to people. Go out to watch the Speedway practice. That was about it. That was me. That's my venture out.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's
hot tears down there, eh?
Oh, we had 30 here the other day, so it's but yeah, hey, it's a bit much for a fat man like me, mate. I tell you, it takes a bit of toll out of you. But mate, I'm excited this weekend for opening of Meeanee, you know. Like I said, everyone get your backside trackside because it's got good numbers there this week. We're going to have Regan coming on and later on to talk to us about this weekend and probably some prep they've been doing and what they're getting through to get ready for the season. Maybe hear what his plans are with his super saloon. I know young Kyron is racing this weekend in his one. So, yeah, it's exciting, mate. There's actually quite a few tracks having this weekend. Of course, Friday for us is a holiday in Hawke's Bay, so we get a 4-day weekend for Labour weekend, while the rest of you only get 3. But yeah, it's good we get Friday off, mate. So why not have it a Speedway night? I think it's perfect.
Yeah, definitely. Like you say, you know, we've seen already social media's been blowing up with so much coverage of so many tracks having practices up and down the country. A couple of tracks got underway down in the South Island over the weekend. Obviously, Wanganui had their big first hit out last weekend as well. But as you can see, thanks to Speedway NZ, that's how the big weekend around the SNZ tracks will unfold. So, like you say, as Wayne Otten would say, fuel sniffers, you're going to get your fix this weekend starting on Friday. For those that are in Palmy, I know Wayne's down there at the practice in Palmy and a few others. And like I say, there's a lot going on. Richard and Trudy, how are you? Aaron, always good to have you on board. Brian England, Hunter O'Keefe, Scott Honeybone, how's the South Island, mate? Man, you're going through a fair bit talking of weather at the moment. Bringing on the season, Mike Harvey. Looking forward to catching up and watching something completely different at Huntley with Mike and Sam and the crew. How you going, Madu? Enjoying all those wicked photos, bro? Sparky, our good friend Dwayne Martin's on board. Big Braybrook, I think she was overseas recently. Barry Hunter, looking forward to the modified as well. And Loz, g'day, mate, over there in Oz. So that's a bit of an insight on how things are happening this weekend on your race calendar for the weekend. But also, I'm actually just going to quickly share this before I continue on and go into what we're going to talk about. I'm actually going to be head over there. How about the little track? I know Booker loves this little place. Out of Waharo. Yeah, the Queen of Rangery. So I'll pop over there, jump on the microphone. Looking forward to their whole new setup over there and help support the Tid and the families over there. Get their little thing up and go, and then enjoy that. So a big weekend over there to be had. Let's hope, fingers crossed, that weather stays nice for the entire weekend, Books.
Yeah, mate, I think so. I mean, it's good. It's a good weekend. Look at that. What's on before from Speedway New Zealand. You know, you can do the Friday night Meeanee, Saturday Palmy North because just down the road, and if you want to do Sunday, you could do Ocean View or Wellington. You know, it's a great 3 days, Labour weekend days of Speedway. But look. Like any super stocks out there travelling around the country, it's a good weekend to start in Meeanee on a Friday. Take the family, put your car in the trailer, come join us. or any numbers. I think there's still room, I think, for numbers. I'm sure Regan will confirm that for us. But yeah, you could do the rounds, You get a lot of racing in one weekend, which would bode well for if you want to be part of the AMS Awards. We've got AMS coming on later with talk about his new awards season as well. And, I'm just saying, the more racing you do, the better off you are in those awards, aren't you, with the points?
Yeah, definitely. He's broken it down. And like you say, Books, if you go to the Only Ends page, you'll see a full breakdown on the points, how it's going to work as well. It's into, I think it's season 3 of the Only Ends Speedo Awards of Excellence. And we are hoping to work on something that we can bring that's going to be like in recognition to celebrate instead of doing it through what we do here. Have you done it the last 2 years? I know he wants to do something, but hey, like Booker and I, we're all busy. We're all busy. We just don't have enough time in the day.
That's right, mate. Once that season kicks in, it's going to be even busier, Like I mean, there's just so much going on. And what is pleasing to me, I think, is I was a bit worried about numbers and things like that with competitor wise for the tracks and stuff. And we spoke to who was it, Lani a few weeks back, who said the registrations for licenses were coming in slowly, but they weren't flat out. And since then, it's just they've been inundated with licenses, and you've seen the numbers at practices, and you've seen the numbers at some of these opening meetings that have happened last weekend. And like Rob McEwen saying, 21 street stocks for Beachland's opener last weekend. 21 street stocks, mate. Just for one opening. So the numbers, it's really pleasing to see, because the country's in a bit of a recession. The dollar's tight.
Yep.
And to see those drivers getting on the track to entertain us, I think the best thing we can do to reward that is to go and watch them and put our backside trackside, mate, and just enjoy it, because they're really going to put on a show for us this season, looking at the numbers.
Oh, definitely. We actually spoke about that quite often during the early part of our shows, about how financially it was going to work for a lot of these drivers. But man, when you take a look at Wanganui last week, even though down in the south there was a heap of them, even in Nelson, Woodford, Glen, and everywhere, they are popping out the woodwork. And something completely different that I'm looking forward to is I'm going to go check this thing out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get into a monster truck and have a go. I don't think they'll let me, mate. But the Kiwi Steel Rodeo Tour at Huntly this Saturday night, I'll be over there sitting next to Mike and Sam and watch some monster truck crushing cars and a bit of a bike giveaway. I won't win that, some FMX. So that's something a little bit different, but I'm looking forward to. Normally I would be sitting in the commentary over there at Huntly, but this time I'll be a spectator and go, wow, woo, yeah, check that out.
Yeah, old monster trucks. Been a long time since I've seen those things, I can tell you. But yeah, you'll enjoy that up there with Mike and in the box there. Enjoyed it. He'll obviously have a quiet couple of quieties. No, Michael?
We know Mike. We know what he's like, mate. His quieties. I'll have my 0%.
A couple of roadies.
Yeah, that's it.
Have a full field of TQs. You're right, Maru. And it's the track was looking really good on Thursday night. So I'm excited for Friday night at Meeanee with the TQ field, and that, because last year they put on a hell of a show, And if you get those things 2 wide, 3 wide going in through the corners, the excitement's out the gate. As some people would have heard me, I got a little bit overexcited on the microphone when I was commentating those. But man, it just gets you humming, I mean, when you see, it doesn't matter what class it is. I think when it's good racing, it's good racing, Kins, wouldn't you agree?
Oh, 100%, mate. I've done a little bit of commentary around that stuff, and they're hard to call, but they're fun. And when they make moves and passes on each other, and they're top-class drivers, these TQ drivers, they really put on a show. It's not that often, especially where I've been commentating, that they have a bit of an accident. There may be the odd one or two. But when they get in a good flow of racing, lap after lap after lap, man, you don't know where to look when you're kind of commentating, because they're bunched up really close. And you give an inch or a millimeter, they can get that gap. They've shot through. So big ups to everyone racing their class.
Well, yeah, another good thing to see is we're getting another generation that's been in TQs at Hawke's Bay for a very, very long time. And anyone that knows TQs, the Todd name down there in TQs, Well, there's, I think, Leighton Todd was in a new TQ at practice, and I think he might be the son of one. I'm sure Regan will confirm that with us, but it's good to see that another generation coming through into that same class. It's so exciting. It's like you've got that young Jacob Flynn come through in the Flynn's with the Flynn's class in the Super Saloons. You know, it's I love seeing those generations just coming through and pop it up. And it's just, you tend to keep an eye on them, don't you? You know, kids, because you've seen their parents or their uncles or aunties, how they drive, you know how good they were, and you think, oh, is this a chip off the old block? And to be fair, he looked like he was going pretty good at practice.
Yeah, definitely. Another part I'm looking forward to. I can't wait actually to be down there with you. I know it's your birthday in February as well, but I'm looking forward to the New Zealand Super Saloons at Meeanee, and one young man in particular who's made that transition into Super Saloons, Crawford. Some of these young kids coming on through, you know, we talk about them in other classes excelling and getting on the podium somewhere in their career. But there's this class now where young fellas like Regan O'Brien has jumped into a Super Saloon these days, and he's got another young fella.
Well, that's where old super stock drivers go now, mate. They become saloon car drivers.
See, I'll class Regan as a young man as well now. You know, he's got to match it. He's got to show the bloody young fellas who's the koro on the track. This is my track. I'm the koro here. You just get your ass back behind me, young fellas.
As long as he doesn't forget and just turn right, eh?
I think on that note we better bring him in, because I think he's getting excited all of a sudden. Where is he? There he is. Hey, bro.
Hey, boys, how's it going?
That's how it's going to work, eh? Tell those young fellas to sit back behind me. This is my turf, eh, bro?
Yeah, just start me on grid 1 and I'll just hold them all up for 10 laps. That's how I'll win. I don't know, like you were saying, talking about old little Crawford coming up from mini stocks to Super Saloons.
Yeah, George,
both our practices, and I'll tell you what, when that boy gets the hang of that car, which is not far off,
no,
it's going to be a hard thing to beat.
Yeah, I was watching him in that second night, Regan, and he was sticking there quite close to Mr. Long, and Long's compared to his saloon, okay, you know.
Yeah,
young George Crawford, and they've contracted to the Bay too, so it's another family that's moved over to us as well, eh? It's good.
Yep. Yeah, no, they obviously they bought a Cowling car, but you know, with us having mini stocks and Super Saloons, and they looked at the club and approached me to contract to the club, and I said, yeah, more than welcome to come here. You know, young Jimmy Crawford in the mini stocks, I actually first sort of met that kid a couple seasons ago when he first started, and the way he conducted himself in the referee's box, he was up there for something that he didn't do. I've always sort of kept an eye on him because he spoke really well, and yeah, he was brilliant. So to have them at the club now with a B on there, keep an eye on both of them. They're going to go really well.
Yeah, hey, I have on good words that you got a pretty bloody good photographer hooked up there now, eh?
Yeah, I don't know where he came from, eh? I think he just sent it up on the back doorstep, and so we threw him in the middle.
Yeah, some dodgy fella.
Hey, he does. It's good to have old Maru on board, eh? Old Lega Speed, so he does a brilliant job from outside the stand. So it's good to have him on board. You know, we put a thing out there looking for volunteer or photographers, and he put his name forward. So put him in the middle, and get some good shots. And he's 2 practices. He's got some shots around the pits as well of people interacting, and that's what we want. We just don't want race cars. We want the whole picture, eh?
Were you surprised at the amount of interest you had, Regan, when you put that interest out there for people to come and apply to be photographers at the track? Or even all parts of the track when you did it?
Yep, I was surprised. There's a lot of volunteers put their hand up to help out. So this year we've managed to get a lady, Shelley, to be a spare, come along and learn the lap scoring, you know. My biggest thing is I don't want people to feel like they're tied to the track every race meeting. If they've got something on and they've got to go away, if they know that there's only them and someone else that knows the job, they feel guilty going, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't want that. I want them to be able to go and have their time with their family or go to a wedding, and we've got someone that's learned the job to step in and take their place for the night. So, in saying that, we've got another flagman learning the role. Keith, our flagman last year, has sort of come to my mind. During a meeting, he ran up to the old wife to get a coffee and said, I'll be back in a minute. I've just got to go start a race. And she said to me, what happens if he needs to go toilet or something like that? I said, to be honest, I haven't thought about that one.
Can't really stop. You just give him a bottle.
Yeah, he reckons I've just got to time it right, make sure I get down to the toilets and back before the light goes green. So, so we've got another guy learning that role, this season as well. So if Keith woke up one day and was not feeling well, we don't get the phone call that he's not turning up, and we're going, who's going to do the flags tonight?
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool to have all these people put their hands up wanting to help the club that have never helped the club before. Photographers, I thought we may have got a few more, but that's all right. Still happy with the people we've got, and they do a good job. So, we didn't want 10 people out in the middle.
No.
But yeah, it's just about, I know there's people out there that want to help.
Yeah.
They don't know who to ask. So putting something out there like that sort of started feeding their hand forward, and I was blown away with the people that can't do it every weekend, but I'd love to help. So if you get stuck, give me a yell. So thanks to all of them for doing that.
Yeah, that's cool. That's brilliant thinking, actually, and I wish many others too would take on your philosophy around that. It's not about succession planning as well, but it's also to have a backup there. And look, everyone's getting busy in their own right. There's always something that's going to bloody pop up. Even though we talk about weddings during Speedway season, who gets married during Speedway season, but you're right. There's always something that's going to pop up, and if it's a family thing, most of us will say family always first.
Yep. And I'm, as you know, geez, my kids are racing, and my kids are having their kids now, and family's a big thing. So my main thing is I don't want people to feel like they're tied at the Speedway, because all they're going to do after a couple of years is either their partner or their wife or husband's going to start resenting Speedway because, actually, my wife's not watching this. A few years ago, she said, if I've got to go to another bloody wedding during Speedway season and they ask me, where's your husband? And I say, he's at Speedway, that'll be the last one. I'll be leaving you. And I was like, those 5 weddings during Speedway season I haven't been to, I better go to one.
Yeah, but she was talking about her own wedding, wasn't she?
Yeah. I turned up a day late, but I was there. I got married before Speedway started.
You get all your traveling out of your system with the NRL, don't you? You get all your system. We're traveling out of your system with the NRL instead before Speedway.
Yeah, that's it. That's our winning anniversary, the grand final.
Was it good, mate? Was it good?
Oh, bro, it was at top to last year.
Oh, don't say that. Don't you tell me that.
It was to the point that I was we won't go next year. We might go to an Origin game or something like that till we rebooked our accommodation before we left on the Monday. The Australians know how to put on a show, and every year it's getting better and better.
Got to do Origin.
And the game was awesome.
Yeah. I know. I see all that stuff. Even the Warrior boys had a massive win too, our young fellas. So Warrior Nation.
That was the main game. I didn't actually realise there was 2 other games on, but it was a bonus.
Hey, I didn't know too prior to all of that. You popped up all of a sudden on social media around the whole bridge thing going on there since, was it Gabriel? Is that right? And what's going on there? What's the insight you can give us? Maybe not too in depth, but something you can share with us.
Yeah. Well, since we've gone back club run, it's done really well. So we're going to buy the town a new bridge. So Meeanee's going to fork that. They got hold of me. They got hold of me probably about 5-6 months ago. Is when they took that photo and asked me about the bridge and said, what's the Speedway's thought on the bridge? I said, well, for us, we've had to rearrange all our traffic management because now we've only got one way out. So that costs you, more money. And we've got a lot of people that live in Hastings that race at Speedway now. Was sort of added on another, 8-10 minutes on your travel around. So we've got to go all the way around through Meeanee. So we said, no, we're all for the bridge to be rebuilt. So then obviously, a couple of weeks ago, I got a phone call as I was going through customs actually. And there was the paper said, hey, the Hastings Council said they're going to rebuild the bridge. I said, oh, that's awesome. He said, 1 lane or 2 lanes? I said, well, why not go 2 lanes, man? If you're going to build 1 lane, it doesn't take much to clip on another one. So hopefully they hit for the 2-lane option and in 2028, I think it is, they're going to start doing it. So, we can't wait. It'll be good. We have to go out the gate, Napier one way, Hastings the other way, and ease up on the traffic management, eh?
28,
I think it would be better if they did it now and forgot about the 4-lane motorway, because I think that a 2-lane bridge down that road would fix the motorway congestion anyway.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of same with you, Books, because when they go I travel that motorway every day, living in Pucky and working in Napier, you know, once they start doing that 4-lane motorway, it's going to be mayhem. And you know, we've only got 2 options to go the other way. At least if they'd done that bridge first, we would have had 3 options.
That's what I reckon. I reckon that bridge should be 2-lane done, and don't even spend the money on the 4-lane motorway, mate. It won't be needed.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. They actually said it was surprising how much traffic goes through that 1-lane bridge when it was there through Meeanee. So, you know, there's orchards there. He's got an orchard on either side of the bridge, so they got to go all the way around now to get to the other one instead of scooting over the bridge. You know, so yeah, I think they didn't realise it affected so many people than what it did.
Oh, cool. 28, all gets under 28, and I'll tell the council down there that Regan O'Brien's running for local government down there for the region.
Yeah, just for the bridge, that's all, so we can get underway quicker.
I'll put the bloody rates up, pay for our bridge. We'll buy the
it's
whole thing.
rates, not Hastings.
Yeah.
I suppose you fall under the Hastings District Council, do you?
Yeah, we do. Yeah. Keep the rates for Hastings. Yeah.
Hey, Beckett Racing, how you going? Beckett Racing, Dave Thomas, Caitlin Stafford. She's heading to Meeanee. Can't wait for the Speedway to start up. Who else we got here? Lily Smythe. Looking forward to catch up soon, Lily. Darren Bryan Latwood. Yeah, big builder. I see entrance for the New Zealand Street Stocks down in Nelson. 50 stock cars at the Glen on Saturday. Mate, you kind of already know, Regan, when you get kind of these numbers popping in through in our comments and what you see online, the Speedway season's pretty well here and just about in full swing, eh?
Yeah, I wish we still had another month to go, to be honest. It's come too fast, eh? The whole year's gone fast. Yeah.
That off-season's gone quick, eh?
Yeah.
It's
good to see that, you know, we're getting numbers out there because, you know, like you were saying earlier on, books, you know, we're all a bit worried this year how the recession sort of affected people. I know of people in Hawke's Bay that are having a season off, you know. A couple of people are taking it a bit slow to get start with, and, you know, and they own businesses. So, you know, we're all, you know, down on work, feeling it tight. So, you know, your racing's your hobby, isn't it? So to do that, you've got to make sure work's going well.
Yeah.
So, you know, like myself, I'm sort of probably won't be out racing until around December. Kyron's going to race my car for the meantime. His one's just waiting on his motor to come back, and then we'll put it into his car. But he can skid my one. I'm just, that works, keeping that door ticking over and just sorting the Speedway out. So, no big hurry for us to get out there and go skidding. But, there's a few people out there, I think, that might pop in after Christmas, maybe around the championship time. But, for now, just sort of see what happens, eh?
You wouldn't want to leave it too late, though, would you, Regan, to get out there? You want to get some laps under your belt before the NZs in February, I would imagine.
Yeah, no, I'll do a meeting beforehand.
Because you will.
Yeah, because if I do too many meetings before that one, then it's too much damage. I've got to repair properly, you know. So at least if I do the one beforehand, it's only a couple of weeks away and the car will be in one piece.
How big is that meeting going to be? You know, I was fortunate enough to go along and watch it at Bay Park for this season, which was a big battle between Cowling and Osborne, obviously. But and I've caught up with the lovely lady actually from the track, your track, who was talking about the big New Zealand Super Saloons. She was nice to talk to. And how big is the meeting going to be? You know, because the class itself is growing. We touched on young Crawford and many other young ones. There's young Flinney and whatnot. Then you got the Southern contingent. Mate, the class is growing. You got ex-Superstock drivers. It's going to be a massive 2 days. Yeah,
well, I think we've got like 11 or 12 contracted Super Saloons now at Meeanee. So, you know, I'm hoping if, like, it sounds weird because I come from Super Stocks and stock cars that, you know, they go, shit, man, if we can have 160 cars and stock cars, we'll be stoked. To last year in Super Saloons going, oh, what do you get? And they're like 60, 70 cars. I'm like, oh, no, if we have 40, we'll be stoked. So I'm hoping we can get 40 plus Super Saloons at Meeanee. And I'll be wrapped if we can, which, to me sounds like a little number coming from a big class. But for the Super Saloon boys, that's they'll be stoked.
I like what they bring too, and they're bringing the whole setup as well in your pits. I tell you what, if you've never been to one, go along and check it out because they're bringing the whole shebang, all the merchandise, the crews. Everyone's like, you know, slick ears. It's like, check this shit out, man. It's different, eh?
It is, and that's the thing, like, sort of still new to the class, you know, like, and then obviously with Kyron and his car. So it's well, I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping we can get 40 plus cars, and I'll be stoked and then have 2 good nights with it. We've got a new track crew doing all the track too, as Books was saying earlier on. So hey, a big ups to those boys. If any of them are watching, they're probably still out at the track. But our track this year has done a big 360 turnaround. I put a Snapchat up actually on Thursday night of the last round of the TQs, and so we've done 20 races pretty much, so 8 to 10 laps, and the track was still drivey, still flat. Mike Max hard out on the water truck. He's taken up that position this year at the moment, and so we're trying to create a 2-lane racetrack at Meeanee again. We've rebanked all the corners, we've regraded the whole track, sort of doing moisture testing to work out how much moisture we need in it. We had 25 mils of rain last Tuesday before practice, and practice went ahead, and I think the biggest rut might have been 150 mils. We're normally having 300-400, so we're all blown away how well the track held up, being quite wet and drivey it was. So we had a lot of people message me the next day, all excited for opening night if that's how our track's going to be. So I can't wait to get 22 TQs on there and see how they go, because their racing's awesome.
Yeah. I got a question for you that I don't know if it's actually been talked about or amongst the club or promotions team or committee, but when it comes to New Zealand Super Saloons, are you going to go back to the old format?
So when you say that to me, I think that's 3 races to qualify, full contact in the last race, mate.
Yeah. So for years it was done over 3 heats. And then it went to Cromwell or somewhere like that, and they changed it to the final. You do all your heats, and it does a one-off final of 20, 30 laps or something.
Yeah.
So I'm not a fan of that. I think it just takes away the excitement of it all. Yeah. I don't know what other people think. People can maybe put their thoughts in the comments, but I just don't know why it ever got changed to that, and it got kept like that. And there's been a couple of finals where people have gone to and just said it's boring as shit because it becomes just one lane of cars that just follow everyone. Yeah. Where it's over 3 heats, it just creates, I don't know, maybe it creates more urgency in the drivers. It creates more action, or I don't know. I don't know what drivers think about it, how they feel, but I was just wondering, have you guys discussed this, or is that even in the cards, or it just stay true to what it is at the moment?
No, we actually did discuss that. It was a bit hard for me because I sort of said I've never raced open wheels or super saloons. So I'm always a 3 races to qualify and then a 3 race final sort of dude, because that's what I've done for 30 years in stock cars. And so we have put forward that 5 heat format with the feature. A versus B and so on. So everyone gets to race everyone. So by the time we've done that, and then you go into a 20 lap or 25 lap feature race, which is the winner takes all pretty much. Apparently that's sort of how they do it over in the States and stuff like that. So what I found out being involved in promotions the last couple of years is the TQs and super saloons, by the sounds of it, sort of America, is like sets kind of, you don't have to do them, but sets the formats and everyone kind of does what they do. Because TQs are the same. They're like on a normal night, they do a reverse grid draw and then a feature race with the top points off the front just for a club night. So there we go. Coming from a contact class to that, so I'm still just getting on my head around that stuff. I'm always a 3 heat finals, but
I just see Jason from the pits is making comments that he was getting married on February 31st. A few fell for it since there's no 31 days in February, but he's been cheeky like he does. But he just put up, when it came to Cromwell, they wanted to make sure that the North Island guys got a decent number of racing, so that's why they did it that year and changed it. So that's interesting. But like I say, it's all, I mean, it comes down to what people, I mean, we say we follow off the Americans and that, but their tracks are a lot more banked than what we have. So you get that tussle of up, down, top, bottom, and they create their own grooves and all sorts, So I think our cars being a little bit different to theirs, it makes it harder, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's just I'd always ask that because I'm like you. I'm a fan of the 3 heats. You know, you do 3 heats to get into the finals, and then you do 3 finals, and top on points at the end takes out the chocolates. You know, yeah. So yeah, I don't know. But I asked people put comments in. Some are saying they like the 3 heats. Some say they don't. It's a real split. There's no more one way than the other.
Nah, and I think too. Another comment that was sort of pushed around was with having it on that last race, everyone knows who won.
Yeah,
everyone knows first, second, third, unless there's a protest for something.
Don't go there. Don't go there.
Yeah, I know. What are they? Your car's too high by 10 mils or something like that.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
But yeah, you know, and that so you've kind of got an outright winner, which you know, and I totally understand that as well. So,
well, it makes it easier, I suppose, that way when it's to finalise that afterwards, isn't it? There's never a delay.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I just wondered. I just wondered, mate. Hey, you know, like
yeah.
Well, maybe if you add a blocking into saloons, maybe it'll change it.
Because it unfolded on a 30 lap at Bay Park in the previous season. Yeah. But man, I tell you what. A lot of those cars are bloody competitive. It didn't matter whether you were 4-bar or what. Those guys really put it on. They tried to push the outside because it was a big Bay Park.
Yeah.
Some things were breaking, that things were like Craig Cardle as an example. But shit, they turned it on in the heats to build up to get that position where to start. And they really put the pressure on because mechanically you got to work your car and you got to make sure it lasts for what it was, 30 laps. And man, it was intense. But the end, like you said, the public got to see one, and the celebration and the crews just went out, and the whole crowd just went nuts. Fireworks went crazy. Everyone's like, yeah. You weren't sitting there kind of, who the hell's won this? Because you're on your phone looking at my laps or some shit like that.
Yeah.
No, it was good. It was different. But, you know, I suppose the drivers will have a bit of a say, I suppose. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I think, there's like Bay Park with, you know, old J-Lo, Jason Long, you know. I didn't go up to that meeting, but from what I heard, he was around the outside. And,
he was wicked.
If his engine didn't let go, I've had numerous people say he would have got to the front.
Yep.
You know, he would have podiumed.
Kins told me that when after the race because he was there. He said Jason was on it.
He was wicked.
As a spectator, that gets you through, you know, your blood pumping, watching that, you know, and then the spectators are pumping and then they see him slow down and pull off or a cloud of smoke or whatever happened. So the spectators instantly are gutted for him, you know. So it does bring that spectacle of a final race too. So, you know,
it brings knee-jerk reaction straight away, whether it's negative or positive, you know, in that regards. And sometimes you can tend to get a bit boring when it's between two individual cars after a while, and you don't want to push and be that poor bugger that was like the guy in the V8 supercars at Bathurst, and you get relegated and you don't end up winning even though you went over the track first. But, you know, it's interesting. Well, you know, we bring it on come February. Meeanee get to host it, so just get there like book. It's going to be Meeanee. It's going to be awesome.
And of course, Ian Wilson is streaming it too for you.
Yeah, the pits will be there. Ian Wilson. How you, Ian? Who we got? Who else we got here?
I saw Caleb Ireland put something about me fixing his new mark because he needs to mow the infield apparently.
I see that.
Joke about. It might have been that line he got took on that video where he mowed the infield on his car.
Interesting. You're right, around all the comments around it. Oh, there we go. We created a bit of reaction with it also. That's all good.
If I make the final, if it's a 30-lap final, like, I can't concentrate that long coming from a 12-lap class in the past. So, you know, I just drop back, we'll have a look over, see how everyone's going, you know. Old Quarter might be getting tired, so I have to go to the back.
You're some bloody gym working boy before the Shetlands.
Oh, I know. I've just, flat out, you know, with work and then, being out the Speedway, it's shaping up good. So, got to find some time, mate. Time will come back in a minute.
Mate, what I've liked sitting there talking to you, and you were talking earlier on in the case around the track and how it's developing a bit more banking. Then you're going off and talking about, I don't know, 25 mils of rain and 150 mil of bloody rut in the corner. Mate, the passion's just unbelievable. I wouldn't be able to sit there and talk about mils this, mils that, mils that. It's like, all I talk about is mils Meeanee. But otherwise...
rugby's boring.
Yeah.
You didn't even go and support your rugby club this year, did you?
No, man, I think I watched 2 games of rugby, but I watched nearly every game of league. So, yeah.
He flew up to the Warriors game too. I remember seeing him up there keeping up with old Troy. Mind you, Troy flew in from bloody Aussie all the time.
I know. No, it was cool. That's probably why my blooming super saloon I've had to have coroner work on it, You're watching league games, but yeah. No, it's good. Like, I don't know. I want to see Meeanee back at the top again. And, you know, we've changed all our gates this year. So you walk into the old ticket booths to buy your ticket if you haven't bought it online. And then you got to trek down about 10, 15 metres to the right. And we've got a new entry gate with a big entry sign on it. So if you have pre-bought a ticket offline, you can just walk straight there. So it's just things like that. We want to bring Meeanee great again and just upgrading and tidying things up. And then if we can put on some good meetings, we've got 15 meetings this year and we've got some good shows coming up. We put the entry out this morning for our full throttle females for mini stocks and stock cars. Yeah, we got between the 2 classes, we've got over 35 entries already. Wow. So that's looking to be a good night with 2 good classes, and it's all about the females. So 26 stock cars and 26 mini stocks. So if we can do that, they've got a 10-lap top 10 dash for the final heat. So do something different for them and really support those girls in racing.
I'm just disappointed with the date on that meeting.
Was that November the 15th?
Yeah.
Well, you got something on?
Yeah, well, I've got to go to 25 years of my mate, really, don't I? Bloody Robin Pratt.
Oh, yeah, it's going to rain that night anyway. Cancel it. You can
25 years since my mate. Yeah. So it's pretty special for me, that meeting, to be honest. So,
because isn't it the final one they're running as well?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. And I believe Pete, Asher, and maybe Ethan are all going to do it as well for Trish. So it'll be a good meeting. I would be with the ladies' meeting in Meeanee with bells on, easy. But I have to. I can't miss that one. So yeah,
definitely. Yeah,
Trish will have you, mate. Trish will never let you down.
Yeah, I think I'd be in a bit of trouble. But I do like the new logo. Who designed the new logo? I don't know how many people noticed it, but if you look at the new Meeanee Speedway logo, you can see the side of the North Island on it, and I think that is cool as.
Yeah, so we had Ethan at Clever Dog last year. We designed the Meeanee Speedway font and everything, and the logo, and that was sort of right before the start of the season, and we changed a couple signs and started putting that one around. And then this year we had Zach Lawrence from Vision Signs. Him and Quentin Butcher called me in for a meeting and said, "Hey man, we want to back the Speedway. They've started up a signwriting company, and Zach's running it. And they said we want to really back the Speedway and support you guys." So they sort of put a package together, and so we work as a partnership between the two of us, between Meeanee Speedway and Vision Signs. And so Zach took the Meeanee Speedway logo and then just zhuzhed it up even more and come back with the oval of the track.
Oh, there it is.
Plus the Hawke Bay in it, which Ethan had sort of similar done the same thing.
Yeah, so it's freaking cool, mate. I love it, eh? I saw that, and the first thing I noticed was that I'm pointing at it. No one can see me pointing. Yeah. No, with them zhuzhing it up and that, it's just taking the sign to another level. So if you haven't seen it around Napier yet, you'll see the pay chute cruising around. That's got a couple pictures of a side chair and a super stock on one side and a mini stock and a TQ on the other, and black and white photos. So we're starting to lift our game and get it up there. And you watch Meeanee, mate. She's a few things to change in the next couple of years, and it's going to be great.
I think one of the biggest attributes is this fellow that's sitting up here next to me. He's been hanging out for a Hawkeye shoot. So one day it may happen, books.
Yeah, I want to buy the Hawkeyes, the team one.
Yeah. Hit up Mike Mack. He's got a few.
No, he said he's got rid of all his. He'd give them away.
Oh, he does too. And then I think he wakes up the next morning and realizes what he's done because he was too drunk when he gave it away. Only because he's got someone's medium
listen, I
t-shirt
should
on
be able
like
to
this
buy
in the
one.
morning.
Who else sings it all the time when it's on? Me. No one joins in with me.
Yeah. No. But yeah, no, it's going to be good. And obviously, like we all seen, Meeanee's opening on Friday night. It's been over 20 years since we've tried to open on a Friday night because Thursday, Friday is our local show day.
Yeah.
But we've got 660 on Saturday night at a winery here. So why not go Friday night? And then we've got a few visitors coming, and I know a few of them are carrying on down to Wellington or Palmy. So it was kind of part of the plan as well. So, yeah, it's good. So we just get the crowd to turn up Friday night and support us. And then you can all bugger off to Palmy Saturday. And then if you're real crazy, you can carry on to Wellington or Ocean View on Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm going to do the Saturday at Palmy, if it's not raining, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's as far as I'll go. I see old Jason here's us. He said, Regan Trump making Meeanee great again.
Yeah.
And he's asked for the logo. I said, I've made a copy of it. Jace, I'll send that through to you.
Yeah. I'll go see Caleb Island. He's got a few Trump hats.
Yeah. Mate, mental would be the same.
Mark Eagle.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's exciting. That's for sure.
Oh, well, on that exciting note, Regan, I appreciate you coming to join Books and I on the show tonight and sharing what's been happening, and not only in around the Speedway world, but where things are at the moment, making Meeanee great again, mate. Love that one, eh? Love it.
Yeah.
All right.
Keep an eye, boys, and hey, thank you for what you're doing, and we'll catch up. That's for sure.
Yeah,
all
we'll
right,
see
bro.
you on Friday anyway, mate.
Yeah, man, I might be there.
Yeah.
Take care.
Cheers, boys.
Thanks,
See ya.
Regan. See you, bro.
Gotta love his
There you
passion,
go.
his energy, eh? Gotta love it, mate.
You go there. It's like the first practice I went to. It was like everybody was a bit rusty, and it was a bit slow and bits and pieces and stuff like that. And I went to the next practice, and you just saw this lift of the whole place. People were like, right, we've got through that one. We know what we're doing now. Let's get on to it, And the track was better, and you can just feel it. The people are excited, and the people involved are excited. And when you have that, it translates to putting on great meetings. And it'll be the people that go to that track, put their trackside, like we say, are going to have an amazing show to watch, and they're going to walk away there happy. Their kids are going to be happy. Mum, dad's going to be happy. Everyone's going to be happy they went, because these guys are really trying to put on a great show. Like all of the tracks are, mate. All these tracks are. We talked to a lot of them beforehand, a few weeks build up, and all the tracks were so excited and telling us what they're doing, and mate, it's exciting time, I think. And now seeing the numbers and drivers and licenses, it can only get better this season, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah.
100%, But talking of getting better, and no doubt everyone want to have a go at this because
do the tracks, man.
Do the tracks, the Awards of Excellence, and I tell you what, there's only one man that can tell you all about it, and he's going to join us right now. He's popped in, and that's Mr. Amron Ams. Kia ora, bro. Hangi Stones hot.
Always Hangi Stones hot, boys. How are we?
Good, my
far
friend.
Too long, eh? Far too
Been
long.
far too long. Oh, what are you designated to the bunks or something now?
Yeah, probably. How we been, guys?
Good.
we're all good,
I
mate.
see the poster stuff go up today, and I saw a video the other day, I think, of the new AMS Awards starting, the Awards of Excellence. Mate, you must be excited to get back into that again.
Yeah, I kind of find it hard to fathom how quick it's come around, because it only seemed like last week we'd just finished the awards together. So, I think once they got the awards over and done with, I'm like, heck, we are starting up in a bit. So I thought I'd better get my stuff together. And, pleased to say that we're into our third installment for this competition now. And, enjoyed the last couple of years doing it, and hopefully the fans have been enjoying it as well as the drivers. So, we're back and ready to run it off the back fence again.
I think everyone's enjoying it, bro. To be honest with you, it just keeps everyone in touch, especially the drivers that have to travel and compete to keep those points amalgamated, unless you're someone like Brad Lane that double the points on nearly everyone in the modified class. So someone's going to have to step up to the mark for that one. But, mate, you know, are you prepared is what I want to ask you, because I know it's time consuming. I know your passion and love for the sport. How prepared are you to dig in all that time now? I suppose that's a sacrifice you got to do, eh?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's like what I just said before. You know, we just finished the awards not so long ago, and before we even know it, we're back into the season again and back into this type of stuff. I just finished the last handful of weeks with Jason and the team at the Pits Media TV doing the endurance series. So we've been pretty full on with that. But yeah, pleased to say we've passed all that stuff now. After what was I thought was a really interesting weekend just gone at Highlands Motorsport Park, and I'm sure Jace will be able to back me up on that. It was a pretty tough day, but pleased to get all that stuff over and done with now. We can focus on the Speedway side of things now. So yeah, let's get into it. All starts this weekend.
Yeah, I did see a bit of an update on Jace's page as well. A bit of damage to a camera, which, you know, it's expensive, but he's now focusing, like you say, on the Speedway side of things. And looks like our brothers in the barracks are ready to do the mahi. Hey, have you joined the army with your haircut? Have you joined the army?
Maru.
Yeah, I just got a bit of a mop chop, so I've been growing a wild for the last couple of weeks, and I know I'm not growing my mullet back like Dallin Watini and Lazesniak, so past all that stuff now. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back underway this weekend. Plenty of racing going up in the North Island. With a bit of luck, I'll get away to Woodford Glen this weekend. They started up last week, so I'll be looking to get there to keep my obligations on track with the Can-Do Fishing Crushers, which I'm pleased to be a part of their team for this season again, as well as the Auckland All-Stars, which I look forward to getting up to Huntly, not too far away from now, for the Superstock teams. So yeah, like most of the fans around the country, looking forward to the Speedway season ahead.
Oh, there's something you just said you mentioned this week called mullet. We might have to incorporate or bring in the TRACKSIDE Kokpit mullet competition. Who's going to have the best mullet throughout the Speedway season? Hey, should we do it? Bring in a mullet. Oh, that's right. That's right.
I thought you were about to do that again.
No. How would you bring back a prize for the best moulet over the Speedway season? Yeah, the best mullet. Hey. Should I didn't think of that one? Thank you. I forgot about that.
You just keep forgetting about it, all right, too.
We could add it into the Only Hands Awards. It's a special people's choice for the best mullets.
It's bound to go to a street stock driver. Right.
What do you got here? AMs, are you going to burn out the pizza bike in Nelson at the New Zealand Street Stocks? You at the New Zealand Street Stocks, bro?
Better be.
Oh, most
I'm
definitely.
hoping he's going to be my cameraman, Kins. Hey, Jace.
I'll be able to pop a wheelie this time.
All right.
Hopefully Jace might be able to get the stand-up on the bike this time too.
Hey, Elmo, how you going, Elmo? AM's the OG mahi dog, Wayne Otten, who made the big trip down the Palmies down there as well, and I see a few updates on there and a few little videos popping up here and there. Oh, mate, so what else you been up to since we last caught up with you?
Nah, just mahi boys, you know. We've been pretty flat stick, actually, to be honest, and Christmas is coming up, so obviously we're into a silly season. I've been actually doing a bit of roofing work, so a lot of people wanting to get their roofs in before the year is out, so been busy with that stuff, but no, other than that, looking forward gearing up for another season of Speedway. Looking forward to getting around the countryside as well and catching up with a lot of whānau and friends, and yeah, most importantly the fans and stuff. So you know, we have a passionate fan base of followers that man, they just never falter to get out to their local tracks, you know, and you know, to support our local stars out on the track. So yeah, most definitely looking forward to another season ahead.
That's a big part of it, isn't it? AMs, like I think for Speedway season, that's your chance where you catch up with all those people as you travel around the country, all the family and the mates, and you know, and the fans. Like we catch up with a lot of people. Like sometimes I walk into a supermarket and someone says, "Hey, Booker," I got no idea who it is. Kins gets it as well all the time, and it's just so cool to get out and meet everybody and you catch up with all the people. Like there's different tracks that we've gone to, me and Kins, and we're talking about it before the show. We've got such a relationship with so many people at so many different tracks now through the show, and it's going to be great to just catch up with all those people again.
Mm.
Oh,
For sure. Yeah, that's I can level with you on that one as well. Especially here in Christchurch, not sure people how would be able to put up with my ugly mug of a face, but it's hard not to get around without people actually knowing who you are. And they just head down a supermarket, like as you said, and you can hear "Hey Ems" down the other end of the aisle. Yeah, don't even know who they are, but obviously they know us. So, but it's like what I've been saying. We do our best to put our sport in a positive light. And this is the things that people remember us for. So as long as we can continue to do that, despite the grassroots tag of our sport, it's quite hard to fathom that. Showing with the drivers of how much money they spend on their cars, but unfortunately that is the case. But if anything we can do to try put our sport out there in a professional light from the limited resources we have, we're all about that. And like us three as well, we're all about doing that stuff. So let's just keep pushing, man. Let's keep that light burning.
Yeah, our passionate, the love that we have for it as well. I'm on the other side of you guys. Sometimes I get the "Hey, Kins," and the other part it's "Hey, counsellor, I want to talk to you."
Yeah.
Got another 3 more years of that to put up with, but hey, that's just the way it is. Andre Musgrove, 911M Street Stock is a new 9N Street Stocks. Cheers, Darren. Mate, there's a lot we could talk about, but Ams, thanks again for popping up with the only Am stuff. Get back into another season. Love the mucky you do along with Jason and the rest of the crew as well, and no doubt we'll catch up around the track sometime soon. No doubt Huntley, more than likely, but the team's coming up, and yeah, all good.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me on again, boys. And I'll quickly run through the criteria and points allocation. I've just put up on my Only Aims page, so for the drivers that are wanting to know how that works, all the fans as well. So as of this weekend, that competition will start and we'll run weekly for about 2/3 of the season, probably around about March, and we'll make that. The points will go into secrecy. So I did mention on that post as well. I do follow the blueprint of how the Dally M Medalist Awards work, which is the NRL or Rugby League as we know it. So I pretty much copied that blueprint and adopted that into Speedway, and I've been, as I said, doing it for the last couple of years now, coming into my third, and loving it. So, for the in terms of criteria and points allocation, this is open to any driver who participates in the sprint cars, modified super stocks, stock cars, and super stocks. And obviously, I've attached those classes to some rather prestigious legends who I thought were the probably the absolute goat of their chosen classes. So the sprint cars there under the Alan Wakeling medalist. Super stocks is the Shane Penn medalist. The modifieds obviously under Roger Bertram. The super saloons are Tony Carpel. And then obviously the stock cars there with Mr. Peter Rees. So points wise, so for drivers to be able to obtain points, and I did mention this last season and the year before as well, consistency is the key. So it's not necessarily about going out there and trying to win every race, but if you can, then that's an added bonus. But for first place in any given race, that's 4 points. Second and third is 3 points. And then fourth through to fifth. Third through to fourth is 4 points, and then fifth point. Fourth through to fifth, 2 points, and sixth through to 10th place is 1 point. So, and then I've thrown in a couple of extras on the side as well. 6 additional points if you win Speedway New Zealand sanctioned title, and then also 5 points for a regional title. Unfortunately, memorial titles don't fall underneath that category, and I do believe there are a couple of clubs who run regional or club championships under certain names. So it's just a case about trying to nail down which one I actually choose to for drivers to be able to obtain those points. But as I said, boys, consistency is the key. So, and then field size wise, as I had illustrated on my Facebook page earlier as well, generally you'll have stock cars and super stocks that have the bigger size fields. So in order for drivers to be able to obtain points, the field sizes only need to be a minimum of 10 or more. I've done this because, as I said, they do have the biggest sizes out of the other classes, and it's to stop drivers from being able to exploit the system by choosing to go to a track that might not have more than 10 cars, making it easier for them to keep points. And it doesn't really make it fair on drivers who like to travel to other tracks with bigger fields, which makes it actually harder to get points. So I've actually put that in place to try and stop that from happening. Not that drivers will actually purposely go and do that, but they're in place anyway. And then likewise for the super saloons, sprint cars and modifieds, which have the really smaller fields. The super saloons and modifieds I've found over the last 2 years, data-wise, they're kind of really struggling for numbers. So hopefully they might pick up this season. But the field sizes criteria for those classes, just a minimum of 5 cars, 5 or more, and they're basically the same thing. So I mean, this kind of doesn't make it really fair for other drivers if you're going to choose to go to race at a track that only has 3 or 4 cars, making it easier, So just kind of make it really fair across the board for everyone to have a fair go. There's no obligations, nothing tied for anyone to get in this. If you've got a race car in those classes, get out there, sling some dirt, have some fun, put on a show. But most importantly, go out there and have fun. Enjoy the racing, and look forward to the season ahead. Starting this weekend, team. It's all on.
Right. He's thought about it, Books. He's really thought about it. And after all of that, Madu says, well, you're going to deserve a trifle after that. So there you go.
Not if I get there first.
There won't be anything left after you, bro.
Hey, Robbie, maybe we'll catch up soon. Trackside Robbie, great job, as Jay said as well, mate. You've really thought about it, put it into perspective, obviously, and how you wanted to roll out. And have you recovered after a brutal weekend? The camera position, unreal, mate. Oh, good on you. Oh, pretty stoked.
He said that Anns might want to do the Super Stock GP when the street stocks are on, so then I might lose him as my cameraman. He'd rather do street stocks AMs.
Oh, I mean, Nelson's only
comment.
at the road, right?
Put you on the spot. Oh, no. Oh, that. Hey, I also, while we're here, I just want to also say, I've just remembered in my head, happy birthday to Zane Riddick today. Well, only young fella, 20-something in there. Or,
23, I think.
And I heard young Glenn Tamatea had his op in that today, so I hope, the other day, I hope he's all well and getting better. Mate, I wish you all the best and hope everything works out for you, brother. So, yeah. Oh, Glenn.
Awesome. And just quickly throw in a mention there a couple of weeks ago, a lovely lady that's got in association with CTRA, Kaikohe Speedway, Shirley, who sadly passed away. Obviously, we didn't mention that a couple of weeks. We didn't have the show, but thanks to Paul Mason and for the update on that as well. So, it's been a pretty tough season, off-season as well, with sad loss of many drivers around the countryside. I think they will bring us a wrap. I see James Buckrow wasn't there watching. Our mate Wants has joined in. Otherwise, we're back again. Same time, 7:30, Wednesday evening. I'll be at a different venue where I'll be talking with Booker. I'll be at a retreat where I'll be sworn in as a counsellor for another term.
Is that next weekend?
It's next Wednesday, so I'll catch up with you.
Yeah. So next Wednesday, I'll be making some phone calls, and we might have a big information show for you with some people coming on to talk. And maybe hopefully some high-ranking people coming on to talk about bullying and the laws around cyber stuff, and just give you the right information before the season gets well underway about what it's like and what you can be charged with. So that makes it interesting, doesn't it? And yes, Robbie, I should be in Palmy on Saturday night, hopefully, if it's not raining.
Awesome. Cheers, everyone. Hey, once again, thanks to Regan O'Brien joining us earlier as well. And thanks to our good mate, Hangi Stones Hot, Mr. Ams, joining us back again for another season, 25-26 of the Speedway of Excellence Awards. Everyone, please be safe out there when you travel away for your long weekend. Yes. Down on the Hawke's Bay, they've got a lucky 4-day weekend. If you're getting your Speedway fix, enjoy the hot dogs, enjoy the dirt, enjoy just having family fun and Speedway. It's back. Look forward to it. Take care and be safe. Catch you next Wednesday. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Holy snapping duck shit.
My good mate from Bump and Run Booker joins us.
I'm excited for another great show tonight. Give it the hoot, Natty.